처음에는 이제 제가 오버워치를 처음 하면서 다른 대회를 나갔을 때 이제 제 경기를 보러 와줬었고
지영 형이랑 저의 사이는 옛날에는 제 우상 엄청 좋아하는 선수였는데 지금은 좀 많이 친한 형 동생 하는 거 보면은 그냥 반할 정도로 멋있었어요.
That is filthy, dude.
Oh, are you kidding me?
대회에서는 친한 형 그런 거 하나도 없고 그냥 죽여버리겠다는 마인드만 있는 것 같아요.
Oh, who's this? Look at the charge. It's Miro. It's Miro, the godfather of main tanks. The Seoul Dynasty main tank from the inaugural season, who really wrote the textbook on how to be a dominant Winston player. His Reinhardt was also fantastic. He's now an influencer, a streamer as well, still affiliated with the team. And a sign of respect to bring him out of the front as this new generation of Dynasty hits the stage.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a staple in the Overwatch scene forever. Him and Fleta trying to get the crowd high.
Oh, that headband is fire. Looking like Rocky out there. He's a bit less aggressive. He's not a super passive, not a super aggressive player. Likes to play a little bit safer and set up his teammates for success. And that may mean in this case, someone like Fisher, who's definitely the focus of this team. So I'll already take up positioning on the point. You see, Mano's taking too much damage to actually want to push up aggressively yet. Jonak, again, looking for that first pick. That's what New York always have him working on early in these fights.
And I mean, you see, he's already getting very close to that transcendence as they're just opening up lanes here for him to put down damage. You lose Libero at the beginning, though. That is going to be all of your burst healing gone as a transcendence use here from Seoul Dynasty. So New York backs out. The first fight win for Seoul, they're going to gain some percentage here. But you build up, grab, you build up transcendence. You got some big ultimates here for New York. You can use Shatter, or I mean, in that case, they didn't really get the Shatter off. Because Fleta here are going to use the grab. You trade Shatter for like 1 or 2 ultimates. That's a good swap.
Sambo is self-destruct here, thrown in the middle. 2 from that one. Seoul already so dispersed over the scene of the fight that even if Fisher was still standing, he couldn't protect his team with the shield. A very late inclusion into the fight was that ultimate from Meko, and it pays off in a big way. NYXL, 70% for Seoul on the point here, and they stalled out nicely. New York finally get a touch. Munchkin's rally will also be an inclusion. Fisher just barrels himself forward. Hard to say at this point exactly what target he's looking for, but he gets shattered straight away. This time Mano is not interrupted. This forces the Transcendence now into the fight. Fisher's Earth Shatter is blocked, but Nene, still laying prone on the ground, is found, and Mano lays it down. Now the NYXL in complete disarray. Seoul can move back to the point and set themselves up to be one fight from victory here on Lighthouse. Seoul don't have too much to stop the damage into this Graviton Surge. I think NYXL know that. They waste no time in starting off this fight. Still, Seoul get themselves within spitting distance of a victory in this round. So they'll be happy to not use ultimates in this fight to try and generate them for one more shot to win this round. 75% are ticking for NYXL.
But the way the fights go for so long, 80%, you know, by the time this fight ends, we're going to be sitting at the end of the game.
They might have been waiting for Jae-Hong's Transcendence. He just got it, but Nene is able to take Fleta down despite the healing over on the point. And so they waste, or spend so much time in the lead up to that fight that they may not have a chance to touch the point, Matt. They may just be flat out of time.
See if they can get a touch here.
They have 3 seconds to get there. Jackson touches the point, forced off of it immediately. That's enough to trigger the overtime. So Seoul can set up. Sound barriers there for Jexer. He's lucky not to die when he was trying to stall. Riding a very thin line though. Here's the Graviton Surge, Transcendence, and a self-destruct thrown in there, but no one was really there to stop Mane from shielding his team from the blow. Fisher tries to go in with that Earth Shatter. He doesn't get too much forward. Though when Jexer's pinned up against the wall by Mano. Fisher looking low. Sound barrier here for the NYXL, and they've got all the extra health they need to play a bit more recklessly, and they can. Team Jonak currently has the highest amount of hero damage per 10 minutes of Zenyatta's in the league. It's no small feat. Munchkin the first to go down. You'll see it was with the assistance of Jonak's Discord Orb.
And as this series goes on, just pay attention to like the positioning, but still, at least getting one. So you block Fisher's Shatter here, you start forcing some other ultimates out of Seoul. You're looking like another point win for New York. There's the block.
Oh, Fisher trying to go for that one. Mano did go quite low trying to avoid that one. But look at he's being healed up by the rest of his team. And the Transcendence now to make it even more durable. Self-destruct thrown in over the top, right into the back. They didn't need it to get the kills, apparently. Ever upward for NYXL. And they are one team fight away, Matt, from taking map 1.
And Seoul used everything they had there. Sound barrier still available here for New York. Fisher will go over to Wrecking Ball here, just trying to get a touch.
Man.
That's the type of game it's been, man.
Oh, he's over the edge. That's the hamster dance, apparently. That was Animo sending him packing. It wasn't intentional, but NYXL just steamroll out on map 1. Ilios, a damage dealer heavy composition, or at least 2 of them. It's better than none. Although they have a second support here. Sometimes we just see the solo Mercy brought in. Fisher straight to the high ground, Nene. Oh dear.
It's rare you see Azaria drop that quick. So a lot of damage going down on Nene as NY, they'll back up. Really good early pickoff is the Wrecking Ball can be really strong in like these solo tank competitions, but you're running it with the Diva as well. New York, it looked like they were going to completely give up, but
Munchkin caught.
yeah, they actually hacked Mono as he dives in, so they were able to pick that kill up as well.
Tell you what, that Lucio speed boost from Animo helped them very quickly overwhelm and overrun. And they're just going to try and play safe on the point here, NYXL. They know they're lacking in numbers somewhat. Flanner might not give them the chance, so Barrage only to be shut down by Jonah. But Seoul still haven't captured the point, and now they're kind of struggling.
How many times have we seen this from New York, where everything looks like they're falling apart, and they somehow come out and they end up flipping the point back? Is Mono back in the action now? They still got Jonak there, still alive.
He won't stick it. Oh, he went for it! Not quite. Gives the people what they want. Nene knows how to entertain. But as the smoke clears, the Seoul Dynasty have to go back for another attack. Granted, they've got most of the point captured already. They get sort of 2/3 of their capture progress locked in. But here's a Transcendence, and Jayhawk just goes down to Nene. This Tracer from the NYXL, which we thought was just a stall, is actually accruing some value. Jayhawk's brought back to life. Mekko's a little bit low now, and the Transcendence from the resurrected Jayhawk probably helps a lot. But Nene, he's still out there doing work. Just punches Munchkin in the jaw.
But the trance is a little bit late from Jaehan. You don't say it, you end up using the Valkyrie.
You thought. You thought.
Animo, and see, they're going to get a touch here. It'll be Michelle who gets the touch.
Self-destruct, wishful thinking, bubble thrown over the top of it, the cone of silence. The Mane puts over that ultimate, and the rest of Seoul are about to be shut the heck up as well. Fisher down, Fletter's grab got eaten. Nothing's going right for this team right now. This is ridiculous. They just set that paper on fire, throw in the trash can. We'll see what Seoul can do on defense now. They have to hold out for all of this 3 minutes and 28 seconds. And NYXL, we know they like to slow roll it. Let's see how they draw it up. Jexo on the high ground, sets himself up to get the boot. Does put Mane on the low ground, which is excellent. Great opening for Seoul.
New York's waiting for their speed boost to engage in that situation.
Interesting, New
Go
York,
low ground.
change of tact here. They would like to force Seoul to... Wow, Michelle just got lasered down. Half his health missing. They want to force Seoul to engage here. They're going to put Seoul's coordination to the ultimate test. Earthshatter from Fisher, he's done well. He's not Mano over yet. No, he doesn't get away with his life. Munchkin was the first to go down in that fight, but Seoul put the pieces together quite nicely.
2 pushes for New York. They're going to go for the high ground again. Maybe use the grab here to get out some of these support ults. We'll see how they play it as Michelle gets very low. There's their sound barriers. They have to use the barrier. Oh, and they don't even keep it alive.
Jackson was knocked into the air when he did that. He actually didn't land as quickly as he would have liked, and you have to touch the ground to use sound barrier. It wasn't quick enough to keep Michelle's back in the game, and Jayhawk is down. Self-destruct from Mekko does the job. And now New York have the players. They don't have a lot of time, but they just move on to the point now. Here's that transition out to the side. Flatter has a graviton. He's waiting for a chance to come in and use that. Nene probably knows this. He's trying to keep him away. Flatter's just going to walk in and try and let this ultimate go and save the day for his team. Michelle taken down again. That's the graviton. It only catches Nene inside of it, though. Flatter does find that kill, but Fisher's looking pretty low on the Transcendence. It's well timed for Jonah. New York will push forward now. Fisher over the top again. Alley-oop, he drops down. But he's split for the rest of his teammates. NYXL are trying to chase, but they need to touch the point. 76.7%. Jonah down. This could be Seoul. A big first map for them. They need this one in the series so badly. With the overtime ticking down, Mane was the last one on the point. There'll be Nene to try and touch on the Tracer. But it's just going to be him. And Seoul have done it. They hold off on defense. And they equalize the series with... Mano to me are like fire and ice. Fisher, passionate, aggressive, outspoken. Mano is just cool, calm, collected, quiet achiever.
He's too busy going out with Zed.
Yeah, he's just hanging out in Vegas. Yeah, anytime you want us to hang out, Anton, let us know, man.
Yeah, we're around.
I'll get my nicest floral shirt for you, bro. Trust me, it'll be at a hoot.
He'll wear the nice purple one, man.
Yeah, I got other ones. Don't worry, I got plenty. Mane drops in, takes a fair bit of damage early on here, and it's a trade. So both main takes it down. This probably hurts Seoul a little bit more than NYXL. Fish is a big portion of their damage here. The fight starts to break down. Mekko looks like he's isolated, but he's out there intentionally. He was trying to shut down Jaehong on the docks.
Jaehong was the one that was really far away from the team, and They tried to peel for him, and they did a nice job. Now, Michelle went there, but there was only so long. You would have just given up some of the remaining.
Waiting for Munchkin to come back. They're down to, both teams are down to 5 right now. So Munchkin's coming back through. See him there, top of your screen. And now they have 6 on the point.
Primal Rage again here for Mono. You've used Sound Barrier here for Seoul Dynasty. You're already down 1 player. Transcendence is out for New York. But New York knows they have the advantage. Like, Seoul keeps losing players, and then they're just trapped by the Mega Health Pack.
Oh, Mono flexing more than Johnny Bravo over the edge.
There they go.
Oh, dear. Just knocking him.
They should have lived.
Oh, no. You ain't living that, fam. Not a chance.
You ain't living that, fam.
Michelle desuited, and Soul split more. Mano's waiting for a bit more of their Soul players to drop down. He realizes they're not going to, so he has to come up and challenge. This is quite a dangerous place to be, as Winston. You see Mano doesn't spend much time face tanking this damage. And around the corner is the Graviton Surge. That's Transcendence from Jaehong. Michelle drops that self-destruct in. Meko has this boost out of the way quickly to avoid being damaged by it. And Mano's still alive. That's the Transcendence. Mano drops in over the top. Libero did go down. Soul have a player advantage right now, but Nene has charged up. And there's no time left. Soul need to get back to the point. Michelle was there, but Meko chased him off! Come on! Really?
They did it. Well, they didn't do it, but...
That is a Charlie Niner. I repeat, a Charlie
I
Niner.
don't... we'll have to... I feel like it's the NFL where I'm going to go to the video booth and take a look, but I think he may have gotten booped. Like, Michelle was coming around the corner, and I don't know. I'm trying to save him right now.
Soul have given us some 10 out of 10 Charlie
that
Niners
is
in
so
their
tough.
Hey,
They played that fight well, though. You know, they were trading the ultimates, so they had an advantage, and then it just didn't happen. So here we go. Now we can get the definitive proof here.
Fisher tries to shatter, hits nothing.
Yeah, a little boot, but he just kind of walked away. Yeah.
I understand that Soul were hoping New York, some of their weaknesses definitely exposed, and a lot of teams are looking on. Especially a lot of teams looking straight down the barrel.
A lot of space
NYXL.
given up here.
Okay, Fisher steps forward. Jaehong, you see, he's trying to find a spot where he can stay safe while still be involved in this fight.
Look at the high ground, Nene.
Mano getting hammered. Nene's in a good spot, but he's going to do more the longer the fight goes on. With Mano already going down, New York just have to get out.
But I think
they can't just lollygag around and wait. So that's not really the plan for them either. Nene, Graviton Surge, immediate Transcendence thrown into this one. Surely Nene's going to want to use this one in a moment. It's just come up for him. Both Zayas have it. See that? It's almost baiting that one out.
high ground again.
I mean, you got to be happy, right? You get Jaehong's Transcendence. Dronak uses you trade them out, but you still have that grapple layer in the fight.
So they don't want to go for the high ground here. They're going to just barrel it out of the point.
A lot of things just happen, but there's a self-destruct thrown into the back. That's the Graviton Surge by NYXL on the corner. Munchkin is felled. It's going to be a Sound Barrier now for Soul to try and keep them in this fight. Fish is forced to hide behind the pipes here as the Graviton comes in, and it's good. Mano is down. Libero and Animo are missing. Self-destruct. Meko doesn't get anything. Frustration surely building for him, but he gets back in the mech and chases down Michelle. He is desuited. This is getting dangerous for Soul now. They're running out of people on this point. Michelle and Jaehong are missing. That's it. Soul have been repelled, pushed back, and New York take map number 3.
So New York, they get the cart to the underpass. Seems like they're trying to bait it. Oh, Soul actually fell for that. So they baited around that they were going to go to the high ground. Soul actually started to rotate over there. They're a little bit slow to get back towards the cart.
This is ugly. They're out of position in a big way. Fisher, oh dear, Animo runs over him, and Dronak just consistently dealing damage. That one had Flirter's name on it. Also left an imprint on his noggin. Both teams have them. Libero now giving armor to his teammates, and there's the Graviton for the NYXL. Oh! Charged out of the way. There was a very high self-destruct. Jackson was the only one who was taken down by that one. It was like he was actually playing on the high ground. But he goes down to it, even though Mano went to great lengths to make sure Fisher was out of the picture.
We've seen NY. We saw the other day the shatter under the cart as well.
You see where Neko's looking to try and eat up that one. Oh, Michelle not glow. That's going to force out the Sound Barrier. Dronak sees the grab there. He's going to duck in there voluntarily, of course. His team needs that healing. Meko's out of the picture. Mano moved away. And there we go. They managed to survive. It's a late shatter. Fisher's stunned immediately, so we can't follow up. And then the Graviton Surge. Oh, it's beautiful. What a response from NYXL. Around the corner. Michelle won't have a lot of time to react to it, so... only have a couple of seconds in the voice line. No chance for that. Nene knocked down. There's still the NYXL want to commit to this fight. It's a Sound Barrier. Or do they? Nope. Okay. For Dronak or Nene just to beam down on them.
And they obviously can't get shattered. which they know is available.
Okay, so they initiate with a self-destruct. This will force position. They're hoping to catch Fisher or someone out as a result. Fletter's gone down. Mano is so deep. He's in a bathysphere right now. He's so down far.
Still alive.
I know. Animo was traded out though. Mano looking a little bit beleaguered at this point. He's gonna have to force back away. Fisher gets meleeed. And now Michelle's in trouble. He gets caught out. He was 6 seconds left in the round. The NYXL starting to build up a head of steam towards his last point. Dropping onto the point is Jaxer off to the left-hand side, and Flatter's looking low. Dronak trying to take care of him. He has a Transcendence ready to bring into the fight, and here's Fisher. He's going to drop the wrecking ball on the point here. Trying to make that difference. A lot of shielding, and yes, it's the solo Q strat. Ring around the Rosie, but Manu's having none of it. Shuts him down. Michelle now steps up to the plate. And he won't be there for long either. De-suited. That's overtime done.
Close.
Every bit the paladin trope character that she was designed to be, for sure. Okay, so Seoul, they try and beat the rotation too, but it's a lot slower. They make a lot more noise, and New York are kind of ready for it.
And New York doesn't fall for it because they have Nene up on the high ground who's just scouting it out. And he can actually see that they just stop on the corner, and then he just calls for everybody else to come on back.
This is not a good sign as well, especially with the composition that both these teams are playing. It can kind of snowball in one direction or the other. With NYXL winning the fight so
It's
convincing.
scary because look, Mono's got another shatter, Libro's gonna have rally. So you expect maybe a little bit of offense here from New York. And just like that,
Under the payload.
And Nene's already up to 60% in terms of scrap.
Oh my lord, Manu's so aggressive. He and Libero are both knocked out. Fisher actually get to use that aggression of the New York Excelsior against them now. AC Mecca faces a little bit of argy-bargy as well. He jumps into the backside, but then he's burst out. Fisher gets there. Jaehong has a Transcendent. Now it's looking very good for Seoul in this fight to push on. Libero is discorded, trying to keep this one stalled out for as long as he possibly can. Trying to levy a high toll for Seoul to advance, but I think the Dynasty have had enough of this shenanigans, man.
I wouldn't be surprised if New York invests into this.
Transcendent,
Two kills for Mono. Transcendence, now they're going to come out on the card. Nene's coming back from spawn with grab. We only got 13 seconds left.
And he's arrived. He has that gravitonic left to go. Jaehong doesn't have the Transcendence anymore. Fletter's in trouble. He gets melted down. Soundberry was at least used for the Seoul Dynasty, but then down to 2 players, and Fisher was discorded, and he's dead. Jackson now just trying to hang out on top of the statue, but it is a complete and total capitulation for the Seoul Dynasty. New York know how to win a fight from behind, and once again, the Dynasty failed to dethrone the NYXL.
Such a close series, though. Towards the end of the game, I'm looking up on the stage, and Jaehong's just got his hands on his head like...
Thank you guys very, very much. What is up, everybody? I am here with Jonah from NYXL. Give it up. Make some noise. What a great match. Now, everyone knows that NYXL and Seoul Dynasty have this, bit of a rivalry going on since last season. And you and Jaehong, actually, you guys have a mutual respect for each other. Do you have anything you want to say to Jaehong? 자, 서울 다이너스와 뉴욕이 아무래도 저번 시즌부터 지금까지 굉장히 좀 접전인 경기들이 많았던 것 같아요. 거기다 또 재홍 선수와 쪼한 선수의 좀 특별한 관계이기 때문에 오늘 우승자인 쪼한 선수, 재홍 선수에게 한 말씀 부탁드릴게요.
재홍이 형, 나 절대 못 이기게 해줄게.
Jaehong, I will make sure you will never win against me. Nice. And everyone, be excited. With today's win, NYXL is the first team to have actually is going to move on to the stage playoffs. So New York, congratulations. You guys will be going into the stage playoffs. Any message for the other teams that are looking to go into the stage playoffs with you guys? 자, 이제 오늘의 승리로 뉴욕 팀이 첫 번째 팀으로 스테이지 플레이오프에 들어가게 됐는데 이제 다음에 또 들어오게 될 다른 팀들에게 한 말씀 부탁드릴게요.
어떤 팀이든 털어버리겠습니다.
Doesn't matter which team it is, we will beat you guys. Ooh, spicy, a lot of spice. Now, I have one more question. Vancouver Titans actually said that they will not lose a match until they go into the stage playoffs. Jonak, do you think NYXL is a team that will beat Vancouver Titans? 자, 밴쿠버 타이탄스 팀이 이런 말씀해 주셨어요. 스테이지 플레이오프 가기 전까지 절대 지지 않겠다. 만약에 스테이지 플레이오프에 가서 만나게 된다면 이길 거라고 확신하십니까?
무조건 이길 겁니다.
We will definitely win. A lot of spice today. Thank you, Jonak. Everyone make some noise for Jonak. That's all I have. Let's send it back to our casters, Uber and Mr.